All right. Welcome, everybody. Y'all already know what it is. It's our favorite time of the week. It's Wednesday. So of course it is the family reunion time, and y'all already know how it goes down, and y'all already know how we do. Um, so if this is your first time rocking with us, we would just really like to go ahead and formally introduce ourselves. I go by the name of Kesha Kesh.
And it's your boy, Dr. Real, Mr. Motivational. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Y'all already know we got lots and lots and lots of topics that we're going to be getting into. However, but wait a minute. You still owe us an update, but I want to also celebrate the Dallas Cowboys winning. I think I saw a message from you, Dr. Real, that said don't celebrate. No, it was one you was telling us it was only the first game last time. But I think it was because we knew everybody was coming for our heads like they always do. They predicting that we're already gone for the season. They because of Dak. I don't truly believe it. I'm still riding with them boys, but shout out to the Cowboys. No matter how it was that we won last week,
We'll take it.
we won. It's a win. It's good.
We'll take it. We will take it for sure. We'll take it.
As they
I'm just
say,
telling everybody, catch me, chill out, because this. I understand why a lot of people hate the Cowboy fans because we be doing to them much. We won one damn game. We barely won that game. To be real with you, we won one game. And these people out here talking about Super Bowl. Shut the hell up. Just
well,
enjoy the damn season. We ain't going no damn Super Bowl. Stop it. It's not happening. We don't have the team for that. Let's live in reality, please, man. Let's live in reality. Stop hollering Super Bowl. Cause we ain't been in one since I had a hair. That's been a long time ago. Okay, 1995 to be exact. Be cool, chill, enjoy the week by week. Cause we got everybody saying we're gonna beat the Giants on Monday. The Giants 2-0. You never know. Just enjoy the season game by game. Quit running your mouth all the time. Come we them boys. Shut the hell up. Just enjoy the game, man. Enjoy the damn game.
Okay. Well, you know what? Shout out again to those Cowboys. I listened to Dr. Real, and I'm gonna go ahead and just shut the hell up. But again, round of applause for those Cowboys, y'all. I think we really did a great job.
I'm the Cowboys from the whole life. The fans sometimes though.
Okay. All right. But wait a minute. Speaking of football, are there any other updates on your boy? We haven't spoken about
Mr. Nasty Man. Mr. Nasty Man has been suspended.
Nasty is what we call him, Mr. Nasty.
Mr. Deshaun, Mr. Happy Ending Watson has been suspended. I think 11 games it is. And here's how I know the NFL thing is slick. They're gonna bring him back, and guess who they playing when he comes back out of suspension? The Houston Texans. Come on, somebody. Now, you ain't playing that mess. You know you playing it. You know damn well of all the games. And first of all, 11 games is the number don't even sound right for one. And then when he come back to play, he playing against his old team. Boy, Roger Goodell, y'all something else. But setting stuff
up. You think
up
it was a setup? Do you think it was
like we dumb? Like we just dumb as hell. Like, come on, man. What's the irony in that? You could have pushed it past that game you wanted to, but you didn't on purpose because you know it was going to draw the headlines. It's going to draw the media's attention, and everybody's going to be glued into that game. You know what you're doing, bro. You ain't fooling nobody. You ain't sleeping.
Hey, I got to admit, it was a smart move. It was a smart play.
Brilliant marketing. I give them that. But quick time players for dumb, though. Like, just be 100 with it. Don't, because see, this what happens, Joe. When they start doing stuff like that, when you hear the conspiracy theories about them already picking Super Bowl champion and already having this pick, you start scratching your face like, I'm wondering what's going on now. I don't think all that happens to that extent, but that just wasn't a good look to dispel those that kind of thinking. But man, more power to you. That game gonna be popping. It's probably gonna be on a Sunday night when all other games on plays. I mean, marquee matchup. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be all the fireworks and everything. And I think they're playing in Houston. If don't quote me on that, but they're playing in Houston, they're gonna roast that boy. They're gonna roast him like no other.
Yeah.
You talking all kind of signs and stuff. These people in Cleveland, though, Kesha, Lord help them. They had this man at his tailgate. He had a whole massage table with a mannequin with his man at attention, talking about happy endings are expected with the Deshaun Watson jersey on. Like, come on, fam.
Wow.
What you doing? Like, that's not even, it's not even funny, but it's like, damn, y'all are wild. Like, y'all making money off this. They're making shirts and stuff, and they're making money off this crap.
I'm telling you, though, but at the end of the day, some people really, they're capitalizing and they're pushing this more so of those are the expectations. As for a person of his caliber, those are the expectations. Whether it's right or wrong, it's nasty as hell, but he's still sticking to his shit. I ain't seen him switch up.
My man said he's sorry he hurt anybody and he's still innocent. Boy, shut your ass up. You ain't innocent. Just give it up, fam. Just stop lying, bro. You are not innocent, bro. Just stop. This you're not innocent, man. You're not innocent. I don't care if 5 of them did it intentionally and the other ones you did, bruh. You're nasty, bruh. You and R. Kelly belong in the same cell together. Both of y'all.
Too funny.
Same cell. Belong
Too
together.
funny. Too funny. Well, y'all, there it is. I know that we said that we're going to talk about it throughout, the end or whenever the end may be. So just want to kind of give you a little quick update on your boy. But let's go ahead and move on to something else. Thank you so much for sharing, family. The video was just shared. The live was shared. So, of course, we appreciate that. Let's get into these Kardashians, Dr. Real.
Ooh,
now, are they space age pimping out here? Or what the hell's going on with the Kardashians?
So y'all haven't heard, Ray J was on IG, I believe, last week.
I saw him on Instagram.
When I say he was spilling more tea than a drunk Englishman, that man was spilling some tea.
He was going in. Now, I'll be honest, I didn't watch everything, but he pretty much let them know that they had the wrong black man. And I'm thinking, well, damn, Ray, you got the wrong one now. Like, I don't know. I guess because the Kardashian have this history of dealing with all these different people. Ray J's just trying to say, you got me pretty much fucked up.
But for those of y'all who've been on the rock or out of space for the past 15 years, in 2007, this sex tape leaked, and I'm going to say leaked in quotation marks, leaked about Ray J and a very unknown Kim Kardashian having sex, right? So, and out of that, you started a whole Kardashian empire. Started from that sex tape. Ray J had a little run too with his Ray J shows on VH1, whatever. His one song, One Wish that he had going on. Other than that Ray J had his lane, but it was nowhere near the lane that Kim carved out for her and her family. So come to find out, this is all allegedly. You got to put allegedly in there for legal purposes, but allegedly,
y'all.
Even though he had stuff in his hand showing it to you like this, allegedly, this was all filmed and created by Kim's mom, Kris. She even sat in and watched the first tape, first video making, and said, you know what, we need to make a better one. And they shot another one. And to fast forward in time a little bit, that's the one that Kanye was talking about when he was going on one of his rants. Ray J actually gave that tape to Kanye so it wouldn't be released to nobody else. It wasn't like Kanye bought it from him. Ray J gave it to him because he didn't want that out there. So apparently, they signed a contract. They both got $400,000 out of it, and they was going to get 12.5%.
Who signed the contract? Who signed the contract?
Kim and Ray J signed a contract with Vivid Entertainment, which is one of those well-known porno video sites. So Kris took a lie detector test on the James Corbin show just to show she was not involved. But we all know that if you can beat a lie detector test if you know how to beat them. And that woman can lie as much as she can tell the truth. So I'm pretty sure it was very easy for her to control her control herself doing that little fake, and I'm gonna say fake. This is my opinion, y'all. Fake lie detector test. She knew what she was doing. She's a master manipulator. You can see her in the face how she talk, how she move. She knew exactly what she was doing. And they got rich off of that one, again, allegedly leaked sex tape. That damn thing wasn't allegedly leaked. That shit was put out there. Wow. Yeah, think about that time, 2007, that early time. There was a lot of celebrity leaking sex tapes. That was a thing in that era. It's a bunch of them coming out. Yeah, Paris Hilton was one.
And they were friends. You know Kim and
Eve
Paris
had one with the rat looking dude. I can't think his name. That playing he was messing with Jocelyn. I don't watch some kind of show.
Oh, Stevie J. Stevie J.
There you go. Yeah. So that was a thing back then. But they capitalized off of this. She knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
And they took that which again, Ray J, he mustn't have people around him to move off it like she did. Because they moved off that tape and got paid. That laid the foundation for everything they got going on right now. You know, and Ray J's point of view is they use me. Nah, fam, if you sign a contract, Kim signed some of his initials on those contracts, but she showed that, but it was her handwriting, not his, on those contracts. Some of those contracts she signed for him because he wasn't really with signing it.
Yeah,
they played you, bro, but you also played yourself. You was a willing participant in the sex tape. If it was like he said, and they actually staged it and filmed it, you are a willing participant in that sex tape. So I don't understand why he's leaking it now. You know, like what's the 15 years later you're gonna tell it? And then he said that he tried to go back on IG again, and Chris had him blocked for 24 hours, but he couldn't even go on and tell his part. And they said IG said it was a community standards. He was breaking rules. He like, what rules am I breaking? I'm telling the truth. So now I'm breaking rules. So it's a lot of mess involved, a lot of finesse. But Chris got his loan money now. Ray J
Chris been having long money, and she been space age pimping or whatever you may call it. Listen, now what I want to know is, because at first I didn't even think about it like that, because I was thinking, back at that time when the tape came out, I was just really picturing like maybe they set the cameras up themselves and recorded it. Did she admit to filming it, recording for them, or did she take the lie detector test and they asked the question? They didn't ask the question.
They asked all the questions. Was she involved? And of course, she said no. And she passed a lie detector test. But Ray J had receipts. So you can pass all them lie detector tests you want to. That man had receipts. So I don't think he's lying. I think it was a whole thing. And again, if you're going to sit there and watch your child have sex, which is already to me is as grotesque as can be, then you're going to tell her it wasn't good enough. Let's film another one. Like, really? That's what I mean.
I'm going to definitely stay on top of this one. Like I said, I saw bits and pieces of it because Ray J was upset. He was going live on Instagram, Twitter, and everything, and he was telling her pretty much, you got me fucked up. Like, I don't know what Kanye and the rest of them doing, but you will not, with me. But
right.
The sad part about it is I could see the shadiness. If I had to put money on it, I believe it. I could see Chris doing it. She seems so money hungry. I don't know where, I know they come from money. Their dad had money. The Kardashians' dad that passed away, he had money and everything. And then they're used to it. They've always learned to make a way. But if Chris did this, the respect is so foregone out the window, because I don't care. That's great. That is on a whole nother level. You done pretty much pimped out and everybody already referred to the Kardashian as some hoes. Like, you out here raising hoes and pimping them too.
But check this out. This is one thing that I always question when that tape came out. If she'd have been black, would it have got the same response to it? I'm gonna say no. I don't think there would have been it would have never been no monetary gain from that, because she was black. I don't think it would have never went past. If anything, it'd have been more disrespect to it than what she received, in my opinion. I think it would have went way left, and it wasn't about money.
It would have been on the lines of some extortion, prostitution. I don't know. Exactly. Yeah, definitely would have been a different
maybe some
response.
Epstein Allen conversation talking about this if it had been the other way around. You know, I understand RJ's anger. I get it because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, you got left holding the pot. You wasn't really getting that kind of, you got a little notoriety. You had your little run, but not compared to them. Their joke was 15 years and going. And they got cake. I mean,
but I'm with you too, Dr. Real, when you initially said as well, what is the this has been what, 15 years ago? Long time ago. Why do you think Ray J is bringing this up now?
So what was said or what was done, maybe behind doors, or maybe something was said that triggered him. He was like, you know what, the hell with this. I'm gonna make it plain. Cause I think a lot of people was blaming him for the leak in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do that girl like that? And that was her mama. I believe it. I believe it. When it comes to Hollywood and this stuff come out, I don't put nothing past people. Some people, everything look at it as a come up, even their own kids. I don't put it past none of them. I don't.
Definitely,
none of them.
They'll sell their souls. It's the norm in the
Hollywood. Everybody close to them too. It's a damn shame.
It's a shame.
Ain't that serious for no money, man? Ain't that serious. I tell my kids all the time, your video footprint is forever.
Yeah.
So you might do something at 15 and don't think enough. You mess around, become famous, and that 15-year-old, you 15, but that tape never ages. You do, but that tape never ages. That tape stays the same.
Yep. We talk about that.
15. Yeah. They don't care if you say you were 15 when you said what you said. You still said it.
Yeah.
And now you said it with some fame to it.
Yep.
And so,
wow.
Y'all listen. If y'all out there making freaky sneaky tapes, you better destroy. You better delete that mess as soon as you finish looking at it. Don't let nobody have it. You never know people. Man, you piss somebody off that liked you, man or woman.
Yeah.
And they got to hold that tape, and they some petty people. You might find yourself your booty on Twitter and like that look like that's my ass. That's you. That's you. Getting it clapped up. That's you.
Wait, say it again. What would they say, Dr. Real?
They be looking at Twitter one day, but shit, that's my ass. Yes, that's you. That is you. Get them cheeks clapped up. That's you. That's you.
Assuming the position. So yeah.
Can't trust
we got to be careful out here in these streets, y'all. We got to be careful.
Ladies, please.
You know,
the man won't get as bashed as you will. So please, ladies, be careful.
Drop your comments. You know, we would love to hear about it. I love going back watching our replays. I try to engage with you all as much as I can when you all are commenting on the replays. But you know, the Kardashians, the thing about it is that family is very, very creative for some strange damn reason. It just seemed like they ain't going nowhere. You know, something always comes back to make them relevant. And it's like leopard prints. They ass just keep coming back, don't they? Whether it's in a good way or a bad way, they ass keep popping back up.
Just like pot roasters, they never going nowhere.
Just like, and then what is it? Chloe, did they have a baby? Chris, do he still play basketball? Because the only time I hear about him, he don't play basketball no more.
I don't know what he do. All I hear about is making babies.
That's what I'm saying. I only see him making babies. I'm trying to feel like, damn, I forgot. Is he a basketball star? Is he a baby maker? I don't know. And he because they're everywhere. You know, he had one over there, and then him and Chloe had one. He had another one. Now him and Chloe they already had another one, I think, or they're finna have one.
Gonna come back. Well, once she got out that damn Kardashian prison, you supposed to stay out of that hole. I'm supposed to come back to it.
Maybe she just want the babies to have the same daddy.
Once you escape, once you leave that asylum, you can't come back. You gotta run and never turn around. Like, get out. You gotta get out of there and don't never come back.
Look like to me, she want the babies to have the same dad. Now, granted, the babies are pretty. They some cute little babies and stuff, but the Kardashians doing too much. I think the other one pregnant too. The one that's what's her, the Jenner, not the Kardashian. She's a Jenner. Not Haley, Kylie, one of them. Kylie. I think she's having another one. I don't know. It's very interesting. But again, the Kardashians, y'all, they seem to keep popping up. You know, drop your comments. What do you think about this whole Ray J thing? Is he tripping? You know, Ray J is pretty good too for being caught up in some drama because him and Princess, I don't even know if they're still together, him and his wife. But I don't know. This definitely popped up out of somewhere. And Ray J he's staying in the news lately too. I don't know what that's about, but Ray J's been definitely staying in the news lately. Speaking of news, let's talk about the bad bishop.
Oh Lord, him and Deshaun Watson belong to the same congregation.
Who?
So if y'all have never heard of Mr. Bishop Lamar Whitehead, he was the one I think a couple months ago that was robbed of $1 million jury doing his live streaming service. Now, first of all, what the hell are you doing wearing $1 million jury in the first place? Is my question. You're the same pastor bishop that wear Gucci suits, I'm talking about Fendi suits, all this expensive stuff, and you taking all this money from your congregation. But that's a whole nother show. I'm not. That's a whole other show for me. But this dude, this time on his live stream, 2 ladies came into his church, and according to him, they were coming to harm his 10-month-old child and his wife. So he came from behind the pulpit and grabbed the woman by the back of her neck and was escorting her out the church. Now the police came, of course. And this wasn't on any video that I saw, but the police came and they arrested him. And he was all, well, you can't believe they arrested me in front of my children, my wife, my congregation with kids in here, and they're traumatized now. And if I was white, they wouldn't did this. No, fool. You snatched a woman up by the neck. That's assault, bro. I don't care what you mean. And she wasn't really doing anything.
He did snatch her.
That's assault. So what you talking about? So they arrested both. They arrested him and the lady, but there was no charges pressed against him. And right now, there's nothing pending against the lady just of yet. But me, I get my little ghetto detective on. Sounds like it might be one of your jump offs coming to holler at you, bruh. That's what it sounds like to me. Because you shiesty. And it sounds like you out here delivering the wrong kind of blessings to people. And you know, nowadays everybody want their shot. They want that clout.
They want
so
that clout.
If she got a TikTok account or if she got any kind of account and it's filming, she trying to get them likes, them views up. Her and her homegirl. You know, they was talking about it over some mimosas at brunch. Girl, I'm about to go tear this up.
Not the mimosas.
Watch how I do it. Just watch how I do it. And she ran up in that church. I'm sure her homegirl was filming it. Ran up on the church. She should have ran up on him and not going towards the wife and the kid. Now,
see, we got to be careful. We got to be careful in those situations. And
I can totally understand why he would do that if he thought his wife and child was in harm's way. I think he knew the chick. I do. I think when this story finishes unraveling, we're gonna find out that they had some freaky sneaky going on, and she got tired of being the side chick. I just really feel that way. Or he's orchestrating these things to get more views for his church service because his church service is always on live streaming all the time.
But either way, so integrity is everything. It's everything. Like, does that matter? If you in your role, in your position, should you still be doing that? If that's the case.
No, but I just know how the way this world is now, everybody want their 15 minutes. It doesn't matter how they get it because to this day and age, you can almost do anything and people gonna look at it like, oh well, because we so desensitized everything that we're not gonna care about it. For me, it matters because like, dude, you pimping these people. Like I was saying backstage, you can't buy your way into heaven. And these people are probably giving you their rent money, their their utility bills, thinking that they're gonna be blessed by blessing the church. And you out here wearing Fendi and Gucci and Louis Vuitton and all this very expensive fabrics. And look at your congregation. I bet they're not wearing half of that. But you don't care. You're not a man of God. You're a man of fraud. But you're selling God to these people. And it's foul. It really is foul to me. He can get his in the man. I know karma's not Christian. Karma is a Buddhist principle. But what you reap what you sow, that's Christian. You reap what you sow. Yeah. He's sowing a lot of weeds in that garden, and they're gonna come out to get him. I just really believe when that woman come forth, either two things: she was trying to do this for a publicity stunt, or him and her had some dealings, and she was coming to holler at him or holler at the wife. One or two. which is any way it goes, is still say you got kids in that church and you exposing them to this kind of stuff. It's sad.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, we got to be mindful too. Like, and you and I we were speaking about it a little bit backstage. Sometimes just people in power that are in positions and roles that are, in power, we sometimes feel that by any means necessary, we just want a little bit of piece of the pie. We want to be recognized. We want to be looked at as we're connected to the person that's in power and in charge. But everybody, in charge ain't good people. Everybody is not the person to be connected to,
Right.
and everybody
Right.
is not covered.
Right.
So yeah, it sometimes it costs to get up there to the top where everybody at, and sometimes you just might need to just be cool with where you're at. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell our followers this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. You can't eat from everybody. And I don't mean that literally about food. Yeah, I'm talking that too, but you can't eat everybody. You can't let everybody sow into your mind. You can't eat from everybody. Yeah, he might look like he's talking about from the book, but you got to read deeper and to make sure he's straight. So I was telling Kesha I should go to this church, and this dude was talking about God told him that 20 people gonna come up and give him $100. And I was like, man, God ain't never told me none of this ridiculous stuff you talking about. God ain't never told me to come in and give you no money. So I'm thinking, what's wrong with me? Because God ain't never told me to give you that. And I was trying to think because God ain't never told me that. Because God ain't told him that. His first lady had a birthday, and the whole church bring her all these Gucci purses and Louis, all this stuff. I'm like, it didn't sit right with me. And I was like, man, this ain't right. This don't feel right. People, oh man, I don't know why you like that, man. Pastor can have stuff too. Yeah, I get it. I'm not saying the man gotta live desolate, but at the same time, you got church members in here that's barely making it, and they're giving their last to tithe because they're tithing, thinking they're paying into God, but they're paying into you. Your whole family pushing Range Rovers.
Yeah,
even a teenage daughter. Come on, somebody. Jesus rode on a damn donkey. Hello, and probably not in the finest donkey. That man could have rode on the stallion if he wanted to, but yeah, he was riding. If he wasn't down, he was walking. With them Jesus ones on, walk with the flip flops on. You seen it? This man in here with leather, Italian leather shoes on and brand new suit. Come on, man. It's been going on forever because my grandmother used to ride with Oral Roberts. That's the only one thing me and her got into it about. And she used to go put her money into the mailbox. And as soon as she turned her back, I would go in the mailbox, take the money out every single time. So, Lord, I love you, baby. You in heaven or wherever you are right now. Yes, I took that money. He ain't never getting out a dime of it because he ain't deserve it. So I was trying to save you from yourself, and he ain't deserve none of that money you give me. Me and you both of us support. I don't know what you trying to give him, man. $10. Him ain't $10 belong to his house. $10 don't belong to him. I put that money right back in your purse. Just so you know, confession time on my part.
And not only that, just speaking on this, and again, this isn't any disrespect to any pastors or anything like that, but we got to be careful, especially as women. Be cautious, be careful of comparing your husband, your spouse, your significant other, your male guy. Stop comparing. Be cautious of comparing him to a pastor, at that church, because I know mentally what we're thinking and what we're saying is, you want the person that you're with to show good deed, to be a leader, but at the same time, typically a man is supposed to be the pastor of his own home anyway. He's a pastor. He don't have to have the title as the church, whatever that man went through to be the pastor of that church. But we have to stop doing that, because a lot of this stuff, that's where the lines of brainwashing can easily come about. Because typically, if you're not strong-minded enough and you go to believe it and you haven't done the research yourself, or you don't know as a believer yourself and you're just listening to what people feeding you, that's where the inconveniency and the bitterness of home now is jacked up, because you don't know what that man's house look like over there. So just because a person is in power, in a leadership role, or supposed to be looked at even as a preacher, that does not mean that person is even going to heaven just because he got that title. It does not mean that person is doing all the great things that we think they should be doing. They're teaching, some of them not even teaching the truth. So you still have to be able to go and seek and find and get this information yourself. But at the end of the day, seriously, don't compare your spouse or your significant other like he needs to be like the pastor of the church, because that's not what that is. That man that you chose to be with is the pastor of y'all's house. So you all need to get that in order and work out together. And I'm not saying you don't have to believe in God or anything like that. I'm saying some people just get washed away with the fact that the preacher said, because the preacher said it, because he the pastor of the church. It don't mean two squats. It don't. Nope. It don't.
He's doing just like us. Remember that. I mean, they all have power.
And he applied for a job just like us. It's just a different type of job. He applied. He getting paid and all of that. It's a job, you know. So you don't really know what his heart desires. So we just got
to trust but verify. Like I said,
I know we went on a rant, but since we was talking about this guy, because it becomes so common now. And then I even see, like, in a lot of relationships, that's why you find a lot of men, they don't even like to go to church. You know, it's a trust thing, it's a respect thing. Things have to be done in a certain type of way, but sometimes we have to do the research ourselves. We got to know, are we really in the right place?
That's right.
Do your research. Do your research. Whew, I know we went on a rant, but I got a little pumped up right now. I want to get into the PNB Rock shooting.
So you have not heard, we lost another rapper. This happened on September 12th, right? You know, we weren't on that week, but he was killed in a botched robbery at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in Los Angeles. I can't see it inside. I was a fan. I don't like people who, you know, all of a sudden they become super fans when somebody passed away. I wasn't a fan of his music. I've heard it, wasn't a fan of it, but regardless of the fact, he left two daughters here. And as a father, that's what bothers me about the whole thing. Initially thought it was because his girlfriend put the location where they were. And before I get anything deeper than this, y'all, I know everybody's social media now. I get it. And everybody want to post what they're doing and all the time and stuff. But ops is ops. Yeah. The robbery haven't changed. The thing is, we just made it easier for people to steal from us. You going on a trip to Jamaica, you telling every damn body you leaving. What does that mean? That means your house is unoccupied for however long you gone, and you done told everybody and mama you gone. I don't care if you got a ring, a thing, or zing zing. Shit don't matter. It don't matter what you got at your house. Just recording and robbing your ass. That's all you're gonna get is recording and take everything you have because you post that video when you come back.
Yeah.
Or a matter of fact, don't post it at all. Who needs to know? If this was 1989, nobody would know your ass on vacation unless you told it. It ain't that serious. I know that's where we are now. I'm a victim of it. I've done it. I'm pretty sure, Kesha, you've done it too. We've all done it. We've all posted pictures we down deep Ellum saying we down there having a good time. But nowadays, if you have some status, not smart at all. Not smart at all. What's that rapper that died that sounded like 50 Cent to me? I lost his name right now. Pop Smoke. That's how he died. On his IG, and he had a box with the address on it, and somebody seen it, and it was on his head. But now reports came out today that the police thing, it was not his girlfriend's posting location, but this was actually a hit on him. It wasn't.
See, that's what I wanted to know. So it was a hit. It was a hit on him.
The police are now looking at it as a hit because I've thought about it. I ran all angles when I was reading about this, and I've been kind of digging into it myself. Like I said, my own ghetto detective agency I got going on over here. I looked at it and like, well, I know IG almost now they updated and said it pretty much automatically puts your location out there unless you go in your settings and take it out. I get that. But my thing is, how many people are looking at his girlfriend's IG? Like, really? You know what I'm saying? Even though he did mention in the interview with DJ Academics that he feel people been plotting on him. In some of his songs, he say a girl set him up, and everybody think the lyrics that all rappers say are like legitimate lyrics. He may have been saying that, but how you know he's talking about her? He may have just saying that people said there's also grinding people out here. It's hard when you get to that level, and not say he was a Jay-Z or nothing like that, but you get to that level of fame, no matter what. There's people that want what you got. There's people who are seeing women to you to get you comfortable and let your guard down. It happened. This ain't the first time. It ain't the first time it happened. It happens all the time. It happened to regular people. Ain't just you. It happened to Charlie the garbage man. He seen a fine girl in the club. She took him home, and the dude's waiting on him to get home and rob him. Beat him half to death. It happens all the time. Yeah. My thing is, they shot this man in his restaurant in front of kids,
everybody,
other people. You know what I'm saying? And then they did an autopsy on him, but he's Muslim. So his family was very upset. They did an autopsy on him because when you're Muslim, that doesn't supposed to happen to you. They supposed to got the body, but they did all this without his family's giving any kind of authorization to it, which is sad. So they discredit his body, and they ain't supposed to do that. And they finally released the body to the family, but again, he's been autopsied now. So that what they wanted to bury, and the way they wanted to bury him in their religious ways, you know, so they can do it, but they really can't do it, not in the way they're supposed to. But at the end of the day, I think it was a setup. You know, he was in the wrong part of town. Everybody's like, well, that chicken and Roscoe, you should never went to in the first place.
Yeah, somebody kept saying that, like he was at the wrong place.
I'm like this was pissing me off about it, Kesha. Back in the day, we had to have a green book as Black people to know where to travel, to not to go to the white sundown towns. And it sounds like we need to create a Black book to know where the hell to go to be away from our own people. And that's messed up. But it's to that point where if I wear this hat I got on right now in LA, me being just naive to it, I could be promoting gang and not even realize. I got a damn
and hat not on. Even know it. True.
I just like wearing hats. So since I go to LA, I can't wear a hat because y'all gonna kill me over a damn hat.
Yeah.
I don't play for the damn Yankees. I just like the hat. You can't wear Oakland A's hat there. You can't wear a Pittsburgh Pirates hat, LA. You can't wear an Angels hat. I mean, it's ridiculous. You know, and then Ice-T came out saying that, you know, even he don't wear a lot of jewelry. Snoop and the people that's actually from LA don't wear a lot of jewelry because they know what it is. Because even they can get got. But the worst thing I've heard so far was Fat Joe said yesterday that he's not okay with the killing, but he understands the robbery. And I think that was a very tone-deaf statement for him to say. That might be your past and you used to jack people and that's cool, whatever. But you can't sit here and, to me, and ride with a robbery and say that the robbery is cool, but the killing's not. What?
Yeah.
What you talking about, bro? What do you mean? None of it's okay.
But you know, and back to what you're saying, the response that he gave, you and I would never be able to relate to that. But the truth of the matter is some people in the world that can relate to that. That's why you got to be cautious about where you go, your surroundings, and whatever that means of what he said, best believe it's a meaning behind it. So in that era or wherever those type of people are, that type of stuff happens all the time. Like he means what he says. You know, one of the things that I never understand, what I still don't understand is this. Like you talked about stamping our locations and things like that. Typically, I like to do it when I'm leaving. When I'm currently at a place, I don't like to stamp it there. I like to do it when I leave because, like you say, social media is tied to so many different things. If you're trying to rate that restaurant, if you're trying to stamp it according to your locations of where you've been and your bit, like those things are unfortunately necessary to do, you know, but in real time it's very tricky. You got to be cautious with those things. But what's the deal with people posting big guaps of money? You get the dudes with the pants, you know, sagging a little bit. They got the cash, you know, thousands of dollars just pouring on them like it's raining, and they live. Or either they're recording, you know, not live, but they posted a video. Like, why are you letting somebody know you got that kind of money on you? Because not only that, it's the ones that's closest to you, the ones that's gonna get you. It ain't the strangers that don't know you. It's those ones that you already been on here talking about that don't support you. That y'all friends, but you ain't friends like you used to be. You grew up together, but envious. People are envious of things now. Like, why? What is the purpose of posting the damn money? To let people know you got a big guap of money. Somebody tap on that window and two to the head, then what? Like what? What's the purpose?
it's almost akin to running through the jungle with a steak suit on, and not expect the lions to eat your ass up.
Exactly.
I mean, bam. You sitting here with your arm and the money flowing down your arm, you know what I'm saying? But you're not taking care of your crew. Like, you're not taking care of your crew. Your crew look at you like, okay, so you out here, you know what I'm saying? We out here eating peanut butter and jelly sandwich violent sausages, and you out there eating filet mignon on the road, and we barely eating. But you out here flashing money. Like you said, there's always normally closest ones to you that do you. The rapper T Grizzly, his house has got robbed $1 million worth of jewelry and money. Number one, why do you have that much money in your house? First and foremost, that's my thing. First and foremost, why would you keep that kind of money in your home? You know the climate in LA. You know what's happening. You know that right now, rappers, that's damn profession is almost the most dangerous profession around almost. Because they're getting killed at a rate I've never seen before. I've been following hip hop since I was 7 years old. And I've never seen the amount of death that's happening in the past couple of years. It's like left and right. Like you just beefing for stupid stuff. And then my record ain't moving, but yours is. We used to be cool when we were little, but we ain't now. So I'm gonna come see you. I'm see about you. The police are using your lyrics against you in the court of law. So you really, if you're rapping and you're not about what you're rapping about, you might want to stop doing it because these lawyers and these policemen are using your lyrics against you. They even dissecting his lyrics to make sure he didn't talk about any beef he had. So I mean,
not only that, it's a turnoff, fellas. I'm giving you a tip for the ladies. First of all, it's unattractive for you to actually have your money flashing and you got it all sprinkled around in your car. I'm being honest with you. First thing I'm thinking is this dude ain't got no bank account. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm thinking you ain't got no bank account. You got your money sprinkled around. You ain't got nowhere to put it because dudes I know back in the day that had all their money on them and big wops and kept them all in 4 or 5 pockets. Then they kept their money in the shoebox. So with that being said, it's unattractive. Ain't nothing cute about it. And 9 times out of 10, them same dudes that I see doing that, I don't never see them taking a trip going to the bank. At least, hell, let us see you going and deposit it into the bank or something or doing an investment or something. Who gives two flying, you know what, about you got all this money, you sprinkling around, you putting yourself in jeopardy because somebody going to come knock your head off. Mm-hmm. Put your money up. Do something.
For somebody to put a little check mark saying they like what you're doing.
It's unattractive.
I mean, really to me, if I'm a female and I see you out there doing like that, only feelings I got is for Benjamin Franklin. So I'm about to use your ass until I can't use you no more.
That's usually what happens.
You're gonna attract the very thing you say you don't want. But you're gonna attract.
You're tricking. You're tricking off your money.
You attract the very woman you complain about in the songs. You bring that same woman right to you.
And then you looking crazy while she got her hands out. Right? She trying to get fluid out, and you trying to wonder why.
Come on with it.
You just showed her you can fly her out. I mean, what?
Mm-hmm. She gonna break your damn pockets. Who you mad at? She making Taylor Swift songs for you mad.
Exactly.
That's on you, fam. You advertising. Jesus. Somebody gonna show up to you. That's a guarantee.
Man.
So to all my young men out there that want to go in the rap game, nothing wrong with it. Use your head. A lot of y'all come from the hood. The hood rules still apply when you got money. That doesn't anything. You should be smarter than the rest of them fools. You ought to know the game already. You know there's people already. There's already opportunities everywhere you go in the hood. You come from there. You already know that. There's always somebody gonna lie to you. Somebody trying to run game on you, especially you got money and they feel like, well, you done made it. I made it too. You gotta watch out for those people right there that say I made it too. That ain't contribute nothing to what you're doing. Them the ones who gonna set you up and end your life right there. The ones that feel like they should have made it too, or they didn't make it, but you did. Use your common sense, and ladies, use your common sense. You in the game, because that's what it is. It's a game.
That's it.
But a dangerous
game. Okay. Oh, y'all, we got some more topics to get into, but we're doing good for time. We're doing pretty good. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead. Hey guys, this is gonna be quick, but gas prices are now back on the rise. So again, Y'all know we still in a pandemic. I don't give a damn what they say. All I know is some other states getting some checks still, and we ain't getting no checks. If you in a if you in a red state, you ain't getting no checks. They you know they're just not giving them to us. They feel that you don't need them. But as we go down into peak season of these last couple of months during the year, be wise with your spendings, y'all. Be wise with your coins because this stuff can shoot back up. Like they said, we was on a good spree with the gas prices dropping, and then all of a sudden, a couple days ago, the mugs shot right back up, and they're going to continue to go up. Y'all already know we're going into the holidays. Before you blink, we're going to roll right on into Thanksgiving and Christmas, and New Year's going to be around the corner. And then we're trying to figure out what we're going to do. So just be mindful. Gas prices are on the rise. Those of y'all that you're trying to get out here and buy these big choppers or whatever the dream may be cautious that we're still not in a situation to where we're smooth sailing yet. We don't know what we can bank our money on. You know, you don't know if you can go invest in this and now this is how much you're spending monthly because we still in a damn pandemic. I don't know when the pandemic gonna be over. I'm still waiting on my student loan. I mean, it's coming. Uncle Joe did it, right?
He did it.
He did it. Now I called him the other day too. So all I'm saying is save, and prepare for the upcoming days because gas prices, they are on the rise. But I reached out because I still got hope that Uncle Joe gonna clear this debt. And they did tell me that I could be expecting a letter from Department of Education and that they're possibly going to tell me, you know, if they're going to remove the debt completely or some of it. So I'm ready. I'm ready for them. Then that way I can pay some high gas prices, you know.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
And food.
Yeah, get some of this food away from me. Yeah. We got a couple more topics. We got 10 minutes left. I know we talked about the Cowboys earlier, but I just kind of want to get some feedback from y'all. What do you guys think? Like, let's talk Dak Prescott. He got injured. We know he got hurt. What do you think? Dr. Real, what you thinking right now? Like, do you think that I'm not saying we're going to say the Cowboys, we're not going that far talking about the Super Bowl, but I just want real quick, do you think we can maintain? What is he out for 8 weeks?
They trying to bring him back game 4, which is ridiculous. He'd be a fool to come back that fast.
Yeah, I heard Jerry saying something about that. But while he's gone, do you think we're okay and we're safe without him being here right now?
Our defense is straight. Okay. Our offense, if you watch the game on Sunday, we scored, I want to say, 17 points in the first half and only scored 3 damn points in the second half. Now, they did better without Dak this game, but they also played a team that the offensive line is like some cheap toilet paper. Anybody can run to that line and get Joe Burrow. We're going to see. We got some tough games coming up before Dak gets back. I think we won this game, so I think if it's 6 games he's gone, I think we're going to go 2-4 through those games. I really do. I think 2-4 sounds about right.
All right. Shout out to those Cowboys. Again, we want to make sure that we still are supporting them. We are loyal fans, and I know that it gets a little crazy, but we're passionate and we stand behind those boys. So that's why y'all see the passion when we talk about Cowboys. If you're not a Cowboys fan, you wouldn't understand. But for those that are, I think we're going to be all right. I definitely think
it's like being in a bad marriage. A Cowboy fan like being in a bad marriage. You need to leave that damn marriage, but she know how to make your eggs right. You don't feel like asking somebody what their damn color is, starting all over again, asking what's your favorite color? What's your zodiac sign? You don't feel like doing that all over again. You've been with them 40 years, so you might go and stick it out.
Damn, you know what, Dr. Real? That goes into my next topic. Y'all know Dr. Real be reading my mind and things. All right, y'all, check this out. Y'all know we always get the PowerTeam love letter, right? And this is amazing because this is what this love letter is about. So check this out. I'm gonna read this. The person they want advice, y'all. We're not the experts here, but we family, damn it. We said we in the family reunion. Y'all here with us. You're gonna have to help us give some advice and kind of help me understand it because I think I read it, but at the same time, I'm a little bit confused on it. Maybe if I read it again, it'll make a little bit more sense to me. I got lost in a couple of places, but listen, it says here, going on 3 years, in a relationship with my partner. I'm so lost. I feel stuck. A month ago, I told him I feel like I was falling out of love with him. And I wanted to go on a break while I went on vacation with my family. So I could just really have a valid reason to just not care what it was that he was doing. When I'm out of town, he seems to forget about me, and as I don't even exist anyways. So I went to grab his phone. My face actually unlocked the phone. I saw a text message from his sister saying, "I wish you were single." And so I obviously clicked on it, and he had sent her a message saying, "It'd be cool if I was ever single, and you and I were financially stable enough to get our place together." Now she's only 14, so I'm not feeling like he's just. So he says she's 14, so now I'm feeling like she just wanting her to start working so that he's gonna pull the rug from up under me pretty soon. She's referring to the sister. We moved into our apartment in January. Both our names are on the lease. I called my sister to talk to her about it while we were on vacation, and she admitted that some of the things that he said that she would want more information about. She would want to know if she was in my shoes regarding some of the things that he told her. But he said that having sex with her was like it was hard. Having sex with his wife was hard. She did not make him happy anymore, and that he felt like that they probably did need to go ahead and just break up. Now he didn't have this conversation with her, so it's pretty much that she's finding out this information. But now that she knows this, she's already said hell she out of love with him anyway, and she just said that she went ahead and confronted him once she found out and said she wanted to break up and she was gonna go stay with her dad for a while. But now, because she found out, he's saying that he doesn't want her to leave. So this is what I'm hearing. Y'all out of love. You making up excuses to go and be with your family so that you can get away with from him. You don't feel appreciated. You said that he don't ever even think about you and call you when you're out of town. He just goes out and do things. And now he's really plotting with his sister so they can get a place together and they can just hang out. Two things I was thinking. I'm thinking, was it really his sister, the message that was being relayed, or was this really somebody else? Because it didn't sound like, it sounded like a name was made up to me.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like Domino. Like Domino.
Mm-hmm.
It sounded like a name was made up because he told her, "I wish that we were both, financially stable." But it sounded like to me that he didn't put another name in the phone, and that's who he's communicating with, and that's who he's possibly seeing. And this wife, she's tripping. She ain't even recognizing it. But what do you do? Do you stay? Do you work it out? What do you do?
I mean, how many ways do a person got to tell you they want to be with you?
That's true.
I mean, and I know it's hard to process for some people, depending on where you're coming from of love is. But you also got to be careful about confusing what love is. People always let me tell you, ladies, pain is not love. I don't give a shit what Dr. Ja Rule said on that.
And that's what everybody thinks, I believe. Pain.
Stop taking these movie themes and looking at, oh my God, all this drama happened. That ain't nothing beautiful about that. It's they romanticize it, but I'm telling you, pain is not love. If he telling you that the love making is hard, that's all you gotta say to me. Well, that's about it for me. What you mean the love making it hard? I mean, if you're feeling that way about me, to where something that we share, the intimacy that we share, that passion for each other, that one area that we supposed to be, that's where we're supposed to be at, and you trying to tell me that's hard for you to do?
He also said it was like a chore. He said it feels like a chore.
See,
like it's something he just got to do. Guess because they're married. They've been married for 3 years. 3 years they've been married.
And it sounds like it's been a marriage of what though?
This is what
it's a marriage of what, convenience, a marriage of what? Because it sounds like one of them, and sounds like him, from just the information I got, probably never want to be there in the first place.
That's what I'm.
Everybody that say I do. Everybody that says I do don't mean it, y'all.
They don't.
Sometimes they say I do to your credit score. I do to your sense of handling money. I do to your head game is outstanding. So I do to that. I do the stuff that you do for me. And when you stop doing it, it turns out I don't. I don't want to be here no more. I don't want to be your man no more. I don't. So don't fall for everybody to go in front of that pastor and say I love you and I do that. Man, that stuff be a whole bunch of bullcrap. They have another person waiting on. Soon they say I do to you, they cheating on you already. Yeah. Because they never want to get you in the first place. You was a marriage of convenience. There was something about you in their situation that they needed you at that moment. And the only way they know they could secure that is by saying I do to you.
But that needs to be discussed. That needs to be discussed too, Dr. Ray. I'm not saying that it's right, but I'm saying you and I both know we always talk about how big people, communication is big. You should be able to communicate with your significant other, your partner. And if that's the case, if a person is going into a marriage for financial gain only, and you have that conversation and y'all are okay with it, then y'all be okay with that. But don't get mad at that other person when the tables turn and when it's a deal breaker. They never said they were falling in love with you or this was for us to do these things. It was a financial gain situation. You agreed to it, own up to it. And I think I see a lot of things going into that direction now, but then mentally people are still trying to base it on the traditional marriage. When y'all ain't signed up for that, y'all ain't even discussed that. Be real.
And then lastly, for her to be checking his phone, she already got a feeling he's cheating on her. He's cheating on her anyway. And here's the thing that I know about people, and this ain't no opinion, this is just fact. If you allow people to do you wrong and they see you gonna sit there and take it, oh baby, it's on now.
Yeah.
They're gonna keep on doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it because they know that you're never gonna go anywhere.
Yeah.
That I ain't never going. Oh, the one thing I hate hearing is somebody say you ain't going nowhere, because they think they can do whatever the hell they want to you, and you just gonna take it. Don't ever let nobody give you that young buck song talking about you ain't going nowhere, ladies. I don't care if he knocking your uterus to Mars. I don't care if you have your toes curled like the Wicked Witch of the West. I give a damn. Yeah. You never let anyone tell you the phrase you ain't going nowhere, because that means they feel like no matter what they do to you, you gonna stay with them through it. Let them know from the top. No man, no ma'am, no sir. Yeah. You gotta have some kind of standards, some kind of self-love, some kind of self-worth, so nobody will ever push you through that mess. She needs to move around. If she gotta go, if she's testing him, I'm gonna go with my family. He's
gone.
If that man ain't gonna call you when you local, he damn sure gonna call you behind when you going to a family.
No, that's what she was saying. She that's what she said. She said he does not call her. Well, she said he'll hello and good night type text when she's gone. So she's saying right now her mindset is to leave completely. But he's crying and he's sobbing, saying he does not want to break up. We need to be together. But she said that she is now going to just go stay with her dad for a while till she figure things out.
Girl, go run. Don't just walk, run. Don't walk, run.
She don't. She said, deuces.
If you gotta buy everything brand new, leave it. If you have to buy everything brand new, get away from that.
That's
because he sounds like he got his hooks into your brain. He got his hooks into your mind.
That's what it seems like. Yeah. Because you saying not only that, it makes me feel like you're used to the cheating, because when she said that I told him this so that I could just really have an excuse not to even think about the things that he's doing while I'm gone on vacation with my family. You already know what he's doing. So you do this to get your mind off of it. But the problem is your mind isn't getting off of it anymore. Your mind is still there. And now it's caused you to be here. I know we got some words. We rolled right into it. I'm pretty sure whatever Dr. Real have for us, words of encouragement, motivational quotes, whatever you may have. What do you got?
I got two of them for you. This was the first one, a quick one. The second one, a little bit long.
All right.
Don't let the actions of a few form your opinion of the whole. So just because you see a few people doing something and everybody doing it, so you just don't let the actions of a few form your opinion of the whole. And lastly, there's a meme that talks about people that died today had plans for tomorrow. So are you a today person or a tomorrow person?
Wow.
When was the last time you called, text, email to say I love you to someone you haven't said it to in a while? Today, right now, is all you have. So whatever's holding you down, release it. If you have past demons still present, exercise them today. Make a promise to yourself to do better by you. Stop waiting for someone other than yourself to do right by you. I've been telling this shit for 2 years.
I know that's right.
Stop waiting on people to qualify you. You your qualification. You, as Cat Williams said, you your star player. You. There's a reason why people come to you and want to take your energy from you. There's a reason that they're like that, because they see you a star. Yeah. They see it. You don't know it. You haven't gave yourself that label yet, but other people see it on you. That's why they gravitate to you. Because they want to take that energy from you. They hate it.
Ooh,
they hate that everybody like you. They hate it.
Wow.
They hate that everybody want to help you. They hate it. They won't tell you that, but they'll sit there and break bread with you. They'll sit there and be with your kids. And these people hate your guts. Start listening with your ears. Start listening with your eyes and hear with your ears. I'll say that backwards. Start listening with your eyes and see with your ears, what I'm trying to say. Pay attention to the body language. Will tell you everything your ass need to know about people. Watch them. Watch what they say. Oh, I see Kesha at a little podcast.
Little. What? Excuse?
Girl, I see you. You think you're doing something. They say it all in jest, but they ain't lying.
They ain't lying. They speaking truth.
Listen with your eyes. Just watch them. Watch how they move. Flip your senses around for a second. Already? Start seeing with your ears what they saying to you. Start seeing it. Okay. Everything's little. Okay. You can't come to my opening for my restaurant, but you out with so-and-so and so-and-so. You ain't never here supporting nothing I'm doing. But you always asking what I'm doing. Come on, somebody.
Yep. You
are the star.
It's true.
That's it, and that's all. I love you.
Wow.
Stop
there
being
you go.
I'm telling you. Stop being stupid.
Those are your words of motivation, and those are your words of encouragement. I know we went a little bit over tonight, y'all, but we had a lot of detailed information, and we just got a little comfortable at the family reunion. Make sure you're watching all of our other shows. We have the Mamapreneur podcast, which actually will air tomorrow between the hours of 8 and 9 o'clock p.m. She has a full house coming in tomorrow, y'all. So make sure you have your questions ready, your popcorn ready, whatever you need, your drinks is going down tomorrow night. We have Buying and Selling with Bree. She's coming back next week. That's going to be her first time back in a while. So that's real estate stuff. The real estate game is changing again. So make sure you guys tune in. And of course, we have Steph, the educator. She was on already this week, but last week. But she definitely is doing a great job. She's new to the team. We love that she is here, and she got some more things that's going to be coming for you guys. But I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. Y'all know, as we always say, we ain't got to go home, but we definitely got to get the hell up out of here. Y'all be safe out there in those streets. Until next time, we'll see y'all. Peace.